We wanted to get a group of people together who were involved in the built environment, involved in designing research, scientific spaces, and actually use them as a sounding board to test the thinking that we should have a full spectrum, a really wide group of people involved in research. And we've got Danielle from Manchester University, who really passionately believes that we should involve people from school children through to retirees and non-scientists actually in the research process. So we've got a group of people together, architects, engineers, who are specialists in the design of science spaces, research spaces, and we want to bounce off them with the thinking of involving people from school children through to retirees.
Conversations tonight I think were very interesting, and they did keep on thinking back to the USB building that we're doing up in Newcastle, where the university is trying to break down the barriers between the city and the general public. They've got this ground floor that's very permeable, that people can come in. There's a cafe there. They've got this decision theatre where they can see the scientists doing some of their thought processes. And there's some spaces that people could even book and use as function spaces. So the aspirations are really there to break down the boundaries between the university and the city.
Some of these aspects can't be proved with data. They have to be proven with communication, with enthusiasm, and with even anecdotal proof. And if that's, I think that's worth doing harder and more until the people who have to make sure the whole thing is feasible really realize these additional measures will make their scheme feasible in the long term.
I think we've got to be really, really careful, in my opinion, that the future of science isn't just about the young population, it's about the ageing population. Huge growth in the ageing population. There's this perception that they're no use to us anymore, but they've got 30, 40 years after they've retired. They're desperate to keep their minds active, desperate to interact with the rest of the community around them, desperate to get involved with new things, and there is so much that we're just forgetting and trying to write them off when actually they could be a really interesting part of the debate of what the future of science is.
I think everyone got the cradle to grave, which was a really big thing.
Yeah.
You never know whether people are sort of going to go, just we as builders, as architects, we've got a brief and we need to stick to that brief, and please don't mess that up. So I think everyone got it.
Yeah.
I loved the enthusiasm for it and the fact that everyone had such different ideas as we were going around. I think that was really good. So I think it was really successful tonight, and I think the reason was we talked for longer than 2 hours, which was great. And also we've got steps forward, we've got loads of ideas about how we can take this forward. So it is just step one of X amount of steps.
Brilliant. To the next step.